What was I supposed to write on again? Talk about again? Oh yeah, the law of association. Just kidding. I knew what I was talking about. Well, I hope I do. This video will prove it. That was remembering, which is spontaneous recovery of a sensory experience. I remembered what I was supposed to talk about. But recalling something is more intentional. It's searching your memory for a previous experience to relate to the one that you're having at that current moment. For example, when I go to take a sip of hot cocoa, sometimes I struggle to recall the terrible sensation of a burnt tongue, and I don't wait long enough to let it cool. Well, both remembering and recall were pretty much founded almost by Aristotle in his composition on memory. And from his opinion of recall came the laws of association, which is what I'm supposed to talk about. There are 4: contiguity, similarity, contrast, and frequency. First, the law of contiguity is when you think of something, you recall things experienced with that thing. For example, many students experience stress and exhaustion during finals. So recall of that experience probably inspires the inevitable groan that comes at the first mention of the approaching tests. The next law is the law of similarity. When you think of something, you recall things that resemble it. For example, I don't eat oysters because they look like boogers to me. Pretty easy. Third, the law of contrast. When you think of something, you'll think of something that opposes it. When I get a stuffy nose, I sure think a lot more about breathing because I can't breathe. So I often think of how nice it is to have clear sinuses and just how much I take that for granted. Last is the law of frequency. This complements the first law of association, which is the law of contiguity, because that states that things that happen together come to mind together. And the law of frequency states that the more things happen together, the stronger the mental association. For example, as a child and today, I always got a sucker when I went to the bank, and because that occurred so frequently, the connection is so strong that a bank that doesn't give out suckers is not a bank at all to me. So that's all. That's all 4 of Aristotle's laws of association: contiguity, similarity, contrast, and frequency. I encourage you to try to come up with examples of your own. It helps me really solidify the topics. Good luck!